including the coaches. We all understand that, but ready to play one more game and hopefully do some good things Wednesday night to finish it up.
What do you still want to, I guess, get fixed up before you start conference?
I think a few things, Tommy. I think, number one, attention to detail in the scouting report's got to be a little cleaner, who we're guarding, how we're guarding. That's always important to us. We have to be more efficient around the basket, not necessarily just post-scoring, but we're missing some shots we need to make. We're making some decisions that we got to be better around the basket and be in attack mode. Obviously, I'd like to see us shoot it a little better than we have the last 3-4 games. But, nothing big. I think you just want to get through the game clean and have a good sense of your rotation, and I think we're working towards that.
Are you happy with where you guys are at, getting to with one non-conference game left that you get ready?
I would say with 2 exceptions, yes. You're never happy when you have 2 losses on your record, but I would say overall I'm very pleased with the way our team has approached everything. It's a good group. It's an easy group to manage, easy group to coach. I think they understand what they need to do to be good. I think the 2 games we've lost, we've been really competitive and played hard. Obviously, beating Drake at the time, people didn't think that was a big deal, certainly after what they did yesterday. Yeah, I would say overall, sure. There's always – you always want more. Coaches are never satisfied. But overall, I think this is a team that has done what we've asked them to do since we started in the fall.
We've talked at different points throughout the season how much Jada, Shauna, and Bridget have had to handle and shoulder. How do you feel like they've handled that so far, just with the workload that has been put on them?
I think they've handled it great. I really do. I think they've managed their practice time pretty well. I think we've managed their minutes pretty well. All 3 of them obviously are playing at a really high level, and I think there's one thing to play at a high level. There's one thing to be talented enough to play at a high level. There's a whole nother thing to want to do it and understand that when Iowa State does not play well, the first 3 people that are going to be critiqued as players are those 3. But they've accepted that. And I think that's a big piece of becoming a good player is understanding that you want the attention, then that comes with responsibility. And all 3 of them have done it. And they're great teammates. And I don't think they could be playing much better. Certainly there's always things to clean up. But if they continue to play like they're playing, they'll certainly be 3 of the best players in our league at the end of the season.
What's TT meant to this team, not only on the court but off of it?
Well, I think what you find with TT is there might not be a kid on our team that wants to win more, who loves to compete more. TT grew up in an environment at Hopkins High School. They don't lose a whole lot. She hates losing. She doesn't understand people who accept losing. She understands her role. I mean, she's got one of those find a way. She rebounds. She usually guards the other team's best perimeter player. She'll do whatever we ask her to do. And every team needs that kind of person. And again, it's accepting your role. A lot of people, are put in that spot, but I don't get the attention. I don't get the we have not called one play for TT all season, and she doesn't care. She just goes out and plays, and you love to have a kid like that on your team. So we continue to get her physically back. She had a really extensive knee surgery in the offseason, but she's a winner. And I think if you said, give me a compliment that I would take as a player, if you said you're a winner, I think that's a pretty good one, and I think one that her teammates would echo.
Now that you are almost at the end of the non-conference portion of the schedule, what have you learned recently, especially with